Hi lovies, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I decided to share with you another idea on how you can make your own passion twist using Brazilian wool. If you're my oldest subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. But if you are new to this family, you're welcome. My name is Glory Mtui. Before you leave, consider subscribing. Give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to share with your loved one if this is the kind of content you like. I use Brazilian wool. You may decide to use many pack as you want depending on how full you want your passion twist to be. And about size, you also may decide to cut any length you want. You may decide to make longer, you may decide to make short, depending on how comfortable you are with this hairstyle. So I don't want my passion twist to be very long. I just decide to cut this length up to my shoulder only. And this is how my Brazilian wool looks right now. Not too short though. And the next step is just to pick how many pieces you want to make your twists. At this point, each twist I use 5 strands. But if you realize the wool you're using, the strand is thin than mine, you may decide to use 8 to get good twists. And the next step is I'm going to make this wool uneven so that I can get thin finishing. But if you want to tie, you may decide to just go ahead with that. And then because I want thin, I go ahead and I brush end of this wool just to make sure the texture is good and more natural. So after this, I just attach it on this wool. You may decide to attach anywhere you want. And the twist I'm doing here is just regular twists. But in case you don't know how to do twists, you have to roll both sides. I take a little bit up to make sure this wool starts well at the beginning. And then after that, I make sure I roll both sides before I twist. Roll both sides and then twist. If you do this, you'll find your twists, they look very well, and then the sides, they are the same, even twist and neat and clean.
some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind.
After I finish braid, I go ahead and I trim off all flyaways. The point here to get clean and neat twists. So just take your time, one by one, trim all flyaways on your twist. And this is how the twist looks like. You can see, guys, how beautiful they are. And after this, I will use straw. This is drinking straw, so you may get it in any local store supply. And I'll also use bobby pin to secure this straw on top and down. In case you don't have bobby pin, you may use any kind of wool just to tie up and down to make sure after you roll your twist on this straw, then the twist will not unravel. But for me, I just bend the straw on top and I use bobby pin to secure. So after I finish wrap, at the end I also bend it again and I use another bobby pin to secure. One more time, I take a straw, I hold the twist on top, I bend the straw, then I secure with bobby pin to make sure I hold this twist from the beginning. And then I wrap this twist on this straw. When you're wrapping, make sure you wrap a little bit tight, not too loose, and wrap till end. Then secure this hair to avoid this hair to unravel. So after I finish roll all the twists on the straw, this is how all of them looks like. So I go ahead and remove this wool, and then I put this twist in hot water. You have to make sure the temperature is very high, at least 100 degrees. And then I make sure all the hair gets water. And I leave this twist in hot water for about 3 minutes. Then I take them out and I leave them for a while to become dry. If you are not in rush, you may let them become dry natural, but if you are in rush, you may use blow dryer to make this hair dry, or you may put under the sun. So this is the next day. The hair is 100% dry, and now I'm going to take down this straw and we will see how this hair looks like. So first of all, I start by removing bobby pins. So after I finish remove bobby pin, I go ahead and I take scissor. So I go ahead and I pull this straw up while I pull the twist down. So after I get empty space on this straw, I cut and then I hold the straw and then I just pull the straw out and the twists come out nicely. And then you may decide to leave it here on this wool, or you may decide to pack your passion twists well. You may decide to sell them, or you may decide to keep for yourself to use. So I just go ahead and I removed all the twists from this wool. And to add a little bit value on this passion twist, I go ahead and trim off all the ends. Then I just hold 20 pieces in different wire each. And guys, this is the final results for today's video. Hopefully you enjoy watching and you get something. If yes, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your loved ones. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon on my next video. Bye bye.